Hey everybody, here we go with our June card reading. Um, it's night and the light is not as good as it usually is. But this reading just wanted to be done at night, so here we go. Um, so from our 2021 general reading, we have just to kind of recap, we've got goodwill here from the crystal mandala oracle, which is goddess Gaia, and ocean jasper. And this is, a lot of the lessons we're learning right now are certainly earth related. We're being asked to come back to our earth centric roots. And remembering the connection and the unity that we have with life, with each other. Like everything is connected in our lives. And this is a connection that in patriarchal society anyway, in colonized society, we've become pretty separated from this connection. And so this year, I feel like we are diving deeper and deeper back into this connection, into this remembering of this knowledge and this way of life. And thank you, Oscar. And yeah, I agree. I agree, absolutely. Evidently, Oscar is going to be doing the reading today. Who knew? Yeah, okay. He's all about it. So we're renewing our connections with the earth. In order to renew connections with people, we need to assume goodwill for the most part. And I know that we've done a lot of learning that people don't necessarily always have good intentions, but in order to repair bonds and connections with people, we need to start from a place of goodwill. So this is kind of the overarching energy for 2021. This is where we started. And then for this second quarter of the year, we are also being guided by the energy of the 4 of two-headed serpent. And the mantra for this card is, I am completion. Now, in the general 2021 reading, this card was reversed, which indicates that this energy of completion is there. That's great. My cat is licking his butthole. This is fantastic. We're off to a great start here, folks. So we have this energy of completion that's trying like hell to come in. And again, 2020 exposed all kinds of rifts and disconnects and fault lines and fissures that are happening in society and amongst our communities and our families. And now we're doing this repair work. I can't stop looking at his foot. We're doing this repair work. And the energy is there, like it's there supporting us. It's just, we have to keep going. We have to keep working. It's what we're doing is working. Like it is good. We're on the right path. We're just not there yet. So that is where we are for the second quarter of 2021 right now. So as far as our reading for June 2021 for the collective guidance, knowledge, wisdom, we've got a bunch of cards that fell out here already. This is a lot right here. So let's go through them a bit at a time. So to start off with, we have the 5 two-headed serpent, I am stress and anger, and Princess Curved Blade, which her mantra is, I am authority of ritual. And yeah, I mean, this work is so challenging, and we're still, still doing the work. We're still, coming up against stress and anger, and, seeing that things that have been called out for the last year are still happening and flagrantly happening. And it's entirely frustrating. And so, Princess Curved Blade here asks us to dig into our rituals. And it doesn't have to be in a spiritual sense. It can be. It doesn't have to be. The important part here, she is part of the suit of air, which relates to communication. So this is about the words we speak. This is about creating a ritual with our words, with our intentions, with our thoughts, with our communication. And this is for ourselves, for our own healing, for our own strength, so that we can move forward past this stress and anger. Because if we just sit in the stress and anger, we're going to get stuck. And she's going to help us move through this. If we get into our ritual, if we get into our practice, ground into the ideas, the intentions that are truly, truly meaningful for us, that's going to help us move through this stress and anger. So this is where we're starting out as a collective for this month. And then the next three cards here. We have the speaker. We have, sorry, I'm trying to hold these so that we don't have a glare. We have the speaker who's been coming up for the last few months, certainly is coming up for me in my personal readings a lot too. His mantra is, I am master education. Ooh, oh my God. Okay, I had my table. I have like a leaf on my table that I propped up, and I just knocked it over and all these cards went flying. We're off to a great start, guys. Y'all, I need to stop saying guys. I'm practicing. So, okay. What else do we have? Okay, we just had a whole bunch of other cards fall. So this is great. We're just winging it. So we've got the speaker. This is about communication. This is about education. We got a buns ton of education going on, education that we are doing for ourselves, for our own lives, to help improve the collective, and education that certain communities are doing on behalf of others that are, communities of color, for instance, who are doing education outreach for specifically the white community who is still working on catching up. So this energy, the speaker is still very much in play. We also have 10 curved blade here. The mantra for this card is, I am anxiety. Again, this is about our thoughts, and this card specifically, in referencing anxiety, it is referencing fear of failure. It is referencing a fear of things that might happen that aren't necessarily true. And honestly, that's kind of the bitch about anxiety, right? It tends to lie to us. The feeling itself is very real. It is very real. The thoughts that inspire it aren't necessarily. And that's the trick about it. So again, grounding into, channeling this energy of Princess Curved Blade is going to help us move through that, finding the thoughts and the intentions and the practices that truly do nourish us and inspire us and keep us going. That energy is going to help us move through this. And then we also have the Prince Pair of Tears here, whose mantra is, I am authority of potency. And he is feeling it. He is part of the emotional realm. And this is young energy, this is youthful energy, and maybe we're starting to get in touch with feelings that we've been trying to ignore, that we've been trying to shove out of the way, because so much of this stuff that until now has been kind of hidden from view, there's a lot of emotional baggage that goes with that as well, that has also been kind of packed away. Because if we can't deal with the truth of what's happening in our lives, we're going to pack away the emotions too. So this stuff is all coming up now. It's all coming up, and we're learning a new language. We're learning how to express ourselves. We're learning how to speak to other people as we're going through this journey of discovery and release and growth. So this is all part of what's going on in June right now. And then we also have, okay, what else? These two cards had come out together as well. We have 7 two-headed serpent, which is I am evaluation. And then we also have 10 two-headed serpent, whose mantra is I am force and pressure. And again, this is very much in line with what we're going through right now. You know, as we make all of these discoveries, as we work through our anxieties, as we ground into our rituals and express ourselves, there is absolutely going to be so much evaluation happening. It's kind of this is like a reassessment of where we are, of what actually brings value into our lives, what we want to keep, what we want to let go of. So this energy is here, and then we also have I am force and pressure, which is like if we don't deal with it, it's going to keep building up. It's just going to keep building and building and building. And the best way, you know, again, it's grounding into our rituals. It is speaking our truth. It is relieving this pressure as much as we possibly can. Because if we don't, we're going to blow our tops. And that's not healthy either. So then we also have, okay, I'm shuffling. We're going to keep every day I'm shuffling. So for, what else for June do we have here? Moving into the month. We have 9 curved blade, which is I am negative reaction. And again, a lot of this work, it's there's so much that needs to get cleared out. There really is. I mean, it's not just hundreds of years. You know, I live in the US, and we're certainly doing a lot of reevaluation of the entire history of this country, certainly the last 400 years, in regards to slavery, in regards to treatment of the Native American communities. But this has been going on longer than that. I mean, this stuff wasn't invented in the US. It got brought here from prior communities. Oppression and racism has been going on for thousands of years, honestly. And it's deeply ingrained. And we're like just now coming face to face with it in the last year and a half. Like, there's so much to unpack. So it seems really daunting. It is so difficult. We feel a lot of negativity. there is radiation, negative radiation is what this card is. And that's how it feels. I mean, the energy is there. Like, we got to keep plugging. What else can we do here? What else can we do to help ourselves learn and grow and move through this negativity? Whole bunch of cards. We're getting ton of cards here. All right. So we've got, and so we've got 3, 5. Okay, so we've got 5 cards here, and 4 of them are major arcana. So first of all, we're going to have to get up into a higher level of being. So first of all, we've got the Seeker. We've got the Seeker. The mantra for the Seeker is, I am Master Wisdom. And this is learning. It is learning. It is staying open. I'm having a hard time seeing it, but it really kind of looks like the figure here is blindfolded. And it really is kind of like moving forward with trust that we're on the right path. This is really about feeling our way. Because what we see with our eyes can sometimes be it can be an illusion, if that makes sense. And that's not to say that all of this stuff that we're coming up against right now is an illusion, because it's very real. It's about feeling the truth of the matter. When our eyes get overwhelmed, when our minds get overwhelmed and we don't know what to do, this card is asking us to drop down into how we feel and use that as our guide, because that is our true compass. That will never, ever steer us wrong. It will not steer us wrong. How we feel is how we create our realities. That is our compass. That is our guide. That is what we are being asked to work with here. And then we also have here, okay, I'm just going to pull these 3 together. So we also have the victorious one. I'll get used to this. Is mirrored. I'm getting all kinds of confused here. I'll get it. So we have the victorious one here. In the standard tarot, this correlates to the Chariot. In this deck, however, you'll see that the Chariot is being left behind. And so the victory in this card is in ending the fight and deciding that I'm not going to struggle anymore. I've done my work. I have my strength. Lions represent strength and power here. Like, crow, raven represents shadow work. I've done the shadow work. I carry it with me. We're not running from the battle. We're not running from the fight. We are setting down the struggle and walking forward. It's very similar to the Seeker. Seeking wisdom by feel. Moving forward by feeling our way. releasing the struggle and the fight and just stepping forward. This will bring the change that we are looking for. Because oppressors want people to be miserable because they themselves are miserable. They're trying to take from other people so that other people feel the emptiness that they feel. If we don't let that happen, if we let ourselves be guided by our feelings, if we don't let ourselves get caught up in fighting and struggling and trying and just drop in, feel your truth and use that to propel you forward, that brings the change. That brings the release. That brings your power. This mask can sometimes be seen as a fake. We often talk about masks as a false face. But the truth is that we get to choose however we present ourselves to the world. And with this transformation here, with the renewer, with this letting go, with this release and surrender, we get to choose a new self-image, and we get to stand in that powerfully. This is how we move forward through the anxiety, through the evaluation, through the negativity. We have to relax the struggle and feel our way forward, and feeling what feels good. What brings you joyfulness? What brings you true happiness? And follow that. That is how you bring the transformation. That is how you step into your power, by knowing yourself. This is the 5th card that came out. Princess, Stone of Age, I am authority of reproduction. This is us creating a new reality for ourselves. It's a hell of a month. What else do we have here? Anything else? Keep shuffling. Yeah, and then here we go. 9, Stone of Age. I am positive. Gravity. Bringing things together in this warm little nest. Growing. New possibilities, new ideas. A new reality. This is the earth suit, the physical world, money. We bring in all of these new opportunities for ourselves that we get to hold close and incubate and create based on all of these other energies. And so as we move through the month, we're doing all this releasing and reconnecting and letting go that will help us build a new reality. And what else? Is there anything else? Oh, because of Mercury retrograde, that's why communications are going to be so difficult too. That's why we're going through so much anxiety and negativity. Like, Mercury is messing some shit up. And then we have the Virgin. I am master of free will. Everything is possible. Everything will come to us in this place of groundedness. I mean, you know, when I think about struggle, I'm so focused on activism right now, and I feel like these readings, that I've been interpreting them from an eye of activism and thinking about that struggle and the truth of racism and police brutality and suppression that's happening across the board, literally around the world. It's almost impossible to ignore the struggle of police brutality, for example. There's another way to do it, though. Protesting, yes. Speaking out, yes. I'm not sure what that answer is. And maybe that's not for me to figure out. Maybe that's for each of us individually to figure out what that looks like. Okay, what else do we have here? What else do we have? I mean, this is some big shit we're going through. This is really some big shit. We're getting there, though. You know, we're doing the work. We're getting there. The thinker. I am master error. Overthinking things. Overthinking things. Truly, truly, truly. This plane that we live on runs on energy. I'm getting really esoteric right now, but I hope you can stick with me here. This plane that we're on runs on energy. Our thoughts drive our words, drive our actions. Our thoughts are nothing but energy. So energy really is driving the bus here. I mean, when you think about how life even grows on this planet, it's light. Light is energy. It's not tangible. We can see it, but we can't really touch it. I mean, particles and, atoms and all of that. Energy is particles. Like, because this plane runs on energy, that means that our thoughts, and specifically our feelings, are what drive the bus. Our feelings inform our thoughts, inform our words, inform our decisions, inform our actions. Overthinking is not helpful. feeling is where we need to get to. Feeling is what creates our reality, not thinking. Thinking comes after feeling. And so we need to practice feeling first, letting that inform what we do. This is just going to keep getting us in trouble. It's going to keep getting us caught up. It's going to keep us in these cycles of pain and sorrow and hurt. And it's going to try. It's going to try because this is the present, not even the old. This is the present way of doing things. And so anytime you try to create a new reality for yourself, the old way always tries to come back because it's breaking a habit. We have the habits are so many times I've heard it described like laying pipes for a fountain in the ground. Like you're laying pipes in the ground and you've dug, your channel to lay the pipes in. That is what a habit is. It's a channel dug into the earth to lay these pipes that are our thoughts and actions. When we change our thought process, when we change the way we feel about something, when we desire to change our actions, we have to create a new channel to lay the new pipes. That's what the work of change is. And it's hard because this doesn't just go away. The old channel doesn't just go away. You have to dig new earth for the new channel. And we get caught up in this. And we may keep getting caught up in it until we start to recognize it and say, yeah, no, I recognize you. Nah, get out of here. I'm done. I'm not using that channel anymore. I'm filling it in. I'm closing it up. This is the challenge of where we are right now. It's hard. It's hard work. But this is why we're here right now. This is the change that we're all here to do. We can do it. We can. It's possible. It's really hard, but it's possible. I don't know how many times I repeated myself when I said that just now. So this is June, babies. Hard work, a lot of emotions. Yeah, like I said, Mercury's in retrograde, digging up all kinds of emotional stuff, all kinds of old thoughts, old communication habits, old relationships. Stuff's getting dug up. The old channel is getting dug up because we're digging a new one. So that's what we've got. And it's all in service of coming into this energy of completion. That's good. We'll get there. We'll get there. Whew! Tough. This is tough. But we've got this. We've got this. I've got it. You've got it. We can do this. I love you. Have a great month.